Number 3.
Going into this episode, the heavy hatch. Yeah, people might not, because this is fresh to them. But we've been in this hatch recording other episodes, and some of them are more serious tones.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm trying to see if we can breathe a sense of levity into the hatch.
Absolutely.
Start off on a fresh note and have fun again.
We go we go into the studio or into the hatch, and we record a bunch of episodes, and this one right now happens to be following one where I was going into some heavy stuff. So
probably our funniest episode.
Yeah, probably our funniest episode to date. But yeah, I'm. Let's.
What about forced laughter right out of the gate?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Kyle hates forced laughter. Okay, ready? Forced laughter. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I don't think it worked with Kyle.
It never works with Kyle, but it works with our listeners.
Good.
Good.
That's what I care about.
That's all I care about.
Kyle just put his fingers over his lips and in a very...
Made a chomp.
Yeah, he did alligator chomps. And looked like you were...
what is it, David?
Contemplating things.
Tell
You
us
look
what
very
it is.
contemplative.
Yes.
That's
Tell us
what
more,
it-
David.
What were you contemplating?
I was
sweetie?
thinking about the laughter and contemplating, like what was laughter and why we do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was thinking about something totally different.
Well, we had mentioned shaving our heads. And by the time this comes out, we may already have not only shaved them, but grown our hair right back out. But I think maybe that's weighing on you.
I've expressed my anxiety about doing that with my nose and lettuce hair that won't even grow back. This whole thing may not even grow back.
You're saying that hair is the last, like it's come out, but behind it are no more roots.
Yeah, it's here, we'll hang out, but if there's any trouble, we're not coming back.
Not coming back.
Like the trauma of the shave will be it. I'll just Todd Berry it.
What if it
They'll
just
just be
feels-
like, yeah, we shouldn't. Let's just head out.
Let's go.
There's
What if
no
it
reason.
loosens you up, though? What if it opens new doors?
Oh, like the whole time, I just needed to shave this area.
Yeah, you're holding on so tight, you let go of that rope, you fall into this magical other world.
Beautiful.
It is a wonderful world, you look
Oh,
around.
it's cute.
Yeah.
It's really
Like I had just a layer of moisturizer covering up follicles, and all I needed was a nice razor across.
Yeah, I was saying the hair doesn't come back, but you're saying that it covers the follicles.
Oh, I thought you said I would have had a resurgence.
Guys,
No,
come on.
no, I was saying you get
Let's
used
stop
to having...
fighting in front of Tig.
Yeah, I was saying more of the fact that you get used to having the hair that doesn't grow back, and you just are kind of like, this is me.
Oh, like this looks good.
I have a perfectly semicircular...
No, I have a whole partial comb over even now. Which is not.
Yeah, it's
just
the loosest that you can use the word partial as well. It's very
Like
much...
someone needs to tell me because you really don't notice. You see people with like really crazy comb overs. Like, how do you not know? But it's just that slow thing. So someone, David.
There's an undertow that's happening. You've got the nice
Tig.
wave coming over the top,
Tig won't
but
tell.
that undertow...
I think you look beautiful, sweetie.
See, that's why I can't rely on you.
Yeah.
Dave, you gotta tell me.
I always think my sweetie looks
You're doing
absolutely beautiful.
You're dealing with a majority
sweetie.
share in the comb over, meaning that it's like 2 shares away from being a full comb over.
Right, we're
You're
close.
you're still on this side. You're still on the good side.
That's terrifying.
I've seen Craig have a comb over a time or two.
Good, you guess? Yeah, I do. Totally comb over.
Yeah. Now, how would Craig deal with having to shave his head for cancer?
I think that sounds like a great video.
There is he gets he cuts his own hair. What's that one called?
Oh, well, I
Craig
don't
cuts his hair.
Yeah, the crazy title.
That's what we came up with.
Craig haircut.
Oh, Craig's haircut.
Craig haircut.
Yeah.
So YouTube that. It's really funny.
So Craig, you're gonna have to shave your hair for cancer.
That sounds like should be pretty nice. Pretty simple process.
What are you gonna use to shave your head? Is your mom gonna have to?
I probably have my mom come help me out. Put some shave creams on top.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you want to shorten it up first, then the shaving creams?
I think just shaving cream first, then shorten it up, then shave it.
And
So put the shaving cream on top, then use some clippers, get it shorter, and then the rest.
I feel like the
and would you actually use like a razor or an electric razor? You know, because I can't imagine your mom would.
We got some knives in the kitchen. It's a pretty big knife. Probably
Okay.
just put that across.
Okay.
Put that, start from the top, work it backwards.
work it back. How do you work it backwards?
Just put the knife at the top of my head, then work the knife backwards, then put the shaving cream on afterwards.
This all seems very reasonable.
Yeah, and quite safe.
Do you know what cancer is, Craig?
I think it's that video game with the guy who has the shovel.
So you're gonna shave your head for that video?
Yes.
Okay. So supportive. I hope Craig doesn't get cancer. That would be the saddest thing. 'Cause, you know, he's
The
too
videos
vulnerable.
get so dark.
Yeah. They already get kind of dark. Yeah.
People just lie.
When Craig's
Why
right-
would lie to that person, go to the doctor, like, we're gonna eat distracted candy and stuff. Oh, kids.
Yeah, how do you tell someone of not of like a sound mental
Very many
makeup?
brains. Yeah.
Yeah, or say someone that's like missing an arm already. Oh, dude, also cancer. It's gotta be the worst. Like it's
You
hard
just
to
described my life, basically. I mean, that's
Yeah, I
very-
mean, but you're like the doctor that diagnosed your cancer, was that the same one that had said like you made it through C. diff, things are looking up, or was it completely different?
Did a doctor say that to me?
That's what I was told.
By me? Oh, I was
don't know
like,
what they
that
said
does
to
not
you,
sound
but-
familiar at all.
Well, I'm just.
So you'll be losing your memory. This is the beginning of the memory loss. Then you'll go.
Yeah.
Never mind. It was just.
No, I think you're saying that just it was the same doctor. They'd be like, "Oof, Tag, I'm sorry. There's something else."
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what you're saying. Okay, I didn't.
Where if it's a new doctor, they can look at your chart and be like, oh, C. diff. Well, more bad news. Whereas if it's the same doctor, they're like,
I think we talked about this, but you have a theory that this C. diff, that whole thing with the pneumonia C. diff. Was,
Oh, and I did talk to the doctor about that. I asked if, you know, if my immune system, because it's compromised, did I possibly get pneumonia, which led to C. diff. And he said it was a very astute observation on my part. I felt
Great.
very, very
Good
smart in that
medical
moment. And he said, when I saw on your records that you had pneumonia, it crossed my mind that might have been, you know, a reason that you got it. He said because pneumonia, it's an intense thing to get, and it could have possibly been triggered by that. But he also said there's no way to know.
I remember being in the hospital and you were saying that C. diff was like an old lady disease. Or was it an old person
Right.
disease, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, kids get it too. Anybody can get it. It's just people that are like weakened, people that are weak, and it's usually young and old, and people that are ill. But I don't think I said that just because I didn't know anything about the illness.
I have
Somebody-
dreams where you're very wise about medical issues. It's a recurring dream.
But no, it probably might have been somebody in the room saying it or something.
Tom Cruise.
But yeah, it's people typically that are already ill or old or tiny little humans or something get it. And again, they were like, it's weird that you get it. So you know, it might have to do with the fact that all along I had cancer and nobody knew. Isn't that crazy? That I could be in the hospital for a week, and
How
it's,
do they not pick that up?
well, how is it they're not some test?
Yeah, there's blood work.
Yeah, but they're not testing for that. I mean, they took my blood every hour or two. I mean, I couldn't sleep through the night. They would come in and do my vitals, take my blood, you know, monitoring everything. And it's like, psst, I have cancer.
Yeah,
Did
when
somebody
you,
check that out?
Gets something that like only a clinically weak immune system would get. I would think that they would. Maybe there's so many diseases they can't.
Well, no, I think it's more. Well, but I don't know about C. diff, but mainly the pneumonia. You know.
Right.
If I took my vehicle to the shop and they put like $1,000 into putting a new radiator in, and then I drove away and the timing belt went out, I'd be furious.
Uh-huh.
And that's just my car. I can't
Yeah.
imagine how I feel without my body.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Listen, you idiots. How did you not pick this up? You were right in there.
I have a timing belt in my body. How could you not know?
Hey, don't say that!
I just left the hospital for C. diff and my timing belt went out.
I am furious.
How did this
This is
happen?
ridiculous.
I'd like to speak to the surgeon. Should we check in with the professor and
Sure, who's
Whoa,
gonna
whoa,
go to
okay,
for
yeah,
that?
gosh. Why am I forgetting this? Sorry,
This is
let's
Aaron's special moment.
we are going to throw things to our lead researcher, Dr. Aaron Burrell.
Thank you. Just have to warn you guys, I'm not 100% today because all I've eaten so far is Lucky Charms.
What else have you eaten?
Yeah.
See, David, you're not letting him slip.
I said I'm not 100%.
He picked that up from you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
No,
preempt it.
there are certain things that.
There are people in the country that work hard every day. Okay, just we can't do Alabama Nights right now. Go ahead.
Philadelphia steel workers. How's that
Let
going?
me thank you for your time. I'm working 40-hour week for a living. Send it on down the line. Go ahead, Aaron.
So yeah, I'm not 100%, so just lay off to making fun of my
We prefer you go right into your segments. Let's intro him again.
Yeah, let's cut everything he said.
Let's check in with the professor.
I wonder if Aaron got enough to eat today.
No idea.
Okay, let's see.
Correct. My projector broke. It's all your fault.
No guesses.
My projector broke. It's all your fault.
I didn't get
Blaming
approved
blaming
pre-show.
others.
Yeah, I'm realizing. Well, you don't have to get it approved pre-show because it's really what the professor.
It's come
I
from
mean,
outer
yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
not to
have
be.
a feeling sometimes I have a feeling what he's going to say.
No problem, buddy.
You're acting like you eat Lucky Charms.
Is that what you eated?
What I am yet.
I think you're doing a great job, Aaron.
Thanks.
I did too. I didn't even make it sound like you're not.
You're nailing it, kid. We're proud of you.
I like what you do.
What is the
despite
pro-
what Susan says.
What is the professor saying?
Well, you notice that he said that he blamed it on somebody else. He wasn't taking credit for his own lack of engineering upkeep.
Mm. Like maybe projecting something.
Oh, projecting
Yeah.
on others.
You know,
Wordplay.
Great.
what's nice is that my dear friend Amy Schumer happens to be here and can help us with this topic of projection.
Oh my
Yeah.
Let's
God.
please
Amy
welcome
Schumer
comedian
here.
and dear friend Amy Schumer to Professor Blastoff.
And before we delve into it, I think everyone from like our listeners are very thankful for you extending such a warm invitation to take to live with you in New York, and you're going to change all of her sheets when she has accidents in them. And
I was
those
totally joking when I said that.
It
And
got out of
gotten
control.
way out of hand. I don't have a television show. We don't know what we're going to do about it.
It's funny though. Like it's still a funny bit.
And congratulations on your television show.
Thank you.
Amy, you're on fire.
I know.
You're a superstar.
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm here.
I
How
know.
important I am now.
I know.
This isn't even going to be on television, is it?
No.
I don't like to speak unless...
We'll televise
You
this.
will? Okay,
Yeah.
this will be on TV.
Yeah. This
Silver
is-
screen is the movies, yeah? And I don't know what television is, but what is this in comparison?
Television
You
is
know what
the,
television is.
What is that?
It's a little.
You can watch it with your
Yeah,
eyes.
there's like
I've
never
TV
heard of
shows.
It's, you get a remote
It's like a
control.
projector.
Yeah.
Newer one.
You can
Maybe you're
record.
I'm not
Right.
from here.
Yeah.
I'm not from
No,
here.
no. Pull up a clip
Yeah,
or
you-
something about
you
what
Google
TV is.
Hey, I have a clip.
Send it to
I
David.
have a clip from a TV show, very popular TV show, called Star Trek. They're talking about it.
Good heavens.
David,
David is so impatient.
just
Just
accept.
to fill you in, Aaron is our researcher.
Yeah.
Does a great job.
Great job.
That's subjective.
Okay,
Does it-
I adore him. I think he does a great job. And then he'll pull up some clips for us, and they're always bad.
Okay, they're not a good idea.
He's
Some of
not
them are.
perfect, but no one's perfect. But the
good
last
ones
two clips
Kyle
didn't
picked.
even come out. We had to go right past them and just ignore.
ignore
Just to
his
the left
racist
turn
Sometimes,
away.
yeah. So okay.
We're hoping.
Let's see what this. What
It
is?
seems like you guys have zero faith in
my clips.
It seems.
I have
It
that.
does seem that.
I never lose faith in Aaron or his clips.
No, he has a batting percentage. It's not 0. So there's no.
Yeah.
It's about baseball. It's like if I'm a pitcher, it's about 100.
Yeah, something like
Okay,
that.
so what is this clip about? I mean, we haven't even started the podcast. We were just telling Amy she's a superstar, and then you're like, I have a clip.
Yeah, she's
Let's go back to that.
It's from
philanthropist.
TV.
Uh-huh.
It's Captain Picard is talking to an alien who has the skill of projecting his mind onto other people's, kind of taking over, and they're in this war, and he's trying to manipulate this people to have peaceful thoughts.
Like when someone can gain remote access to your computer and you see your own mouse.
Yeah, he
going
hacks
on.
into
It's
their
like
brain.
that, but their mind.
And the ethics behind it.
All right, let's give this clip a whirl.
Nice.
Uncle, we need you. The Raycocks have withdrawn some of their concessions, and the Ceronians are threatening to break off the talks.
Right there.
But
Yeah.
They've been arguing for hours now. It seems hopeless.
I thought you meant
No.
Star Search. I'm not kidding.
Expectations are next. Now it's the emotional health. If I'm focused, settled, free of disquieting thoughts, I can turn these factions toward peace.
Oh, God.
Hear me out, Victor. It's important you understand.
Are there longer silences? Where we just hear wind blow?
I discovered long ago.
Maybe
I had the ability
describing
to
the
channel
stuff,
my
the
dark
meat of it.
thoughts. My unwanted emotions to
No,
others.
we have to hear the... There's a chance we wouldn't hear people's footsteps in the hallway.
Yeah.
On this,
I hadn't planned.
You
I
can
know they
see
breathe.
I'd expected
Captain
Raylord
Picard's
to live through the
conundrum.
negotiation. Death would not have been more untimely.
You know, you guys are just
Here's
not
a-
worthy
here's a quiz.
for this.
That really killed the energy in here. Is that?
That's what
No, we
Aaron-
like to stop the podcast and hear clips of wind blowing in outer space.
That was the spaceship moving through space.
Okay, but that's all I could
That was
hear.
really.
Space
When
wind.
we
You're doing God's work.
when we were in negotiations with your people, and this took months to get you into this hatch.
It's just me.
I'm talking to
Oh,
you.
okay.
And the subject of projection was, to a certain degree, your idea.
Yeah.
Other than the professor sending it into his
Yeah.
machine, you just happened to sync up with this.
Yeah. Wow.
What do you enjoy about it? I mean, what is it to you that you find compelling?
Well, what is it first?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know
if you can loosely define it.
ignorant of this.
You know projection.
I don't know TVs or.
Okay.
I know basically what it is.
Projection is when you sort of excuse your own weaknesses or your own flaws by sort of projecting the problem onto other people. Or sometimes I'll use it to feel better about myself because I'll think someone else is projecting something onto me that's sort of out of my hands. So it's something that I think we all do, and I think it's helped me to be aware of it. But I think it shows up like daily for most people.
When you say you'll take it as if someone's projecting something onto you, what do you mean? When things are going well for you?
No, I mean like if a flight attendant comes over to you and
she
second
will.
one, then she's gonna
And
come over.
she is
She's
gonna
the-
come
okay,
over.
yeah,
Get
that's
yourself
happening.
ready
Yeah.
for that, okay?
That day
I'm familiar
is
with
coming.
that.
Go ahead, Amy.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And just right out the gate, she's like just a total bitch to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just comes over to you, and she's mean like right away. Like you can say to yourself either like, why doesn't she like me, or I wonder like what's going on with her, or who I'm reminding her of, or something else that's making her bitch. Because there's no logical reason she would just dislike you, having had zero contact with you ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's an example.
And
Okay.
so have you found do you feel it's more that was there somebody maybe in your life where like they project a lot, or were you noticing you were projecting?
I was noticing I was projecting a lot.
When did you start noticing it, and what was going on?
The most sort of destructive, strongest example of it I saw in my life. I was working on a play,
Uh-huh.
and it was it doesn't matter what play it was, but one of the guys I had a scene with, we like kind of just we couldn't connect on the scene. Like the scene was just sucking,
Mm-hmm.
and it was supposed to be
Meaning not going well.
yeah, we weren't figuring it out. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's been lingo. Take Notaro.
Yeah. And so I got real bitchy with him.
Uh-huh.
like I turned on this guy, and he was my friend, and I realized, like, you know, a couple weeks later, it was just me taking out my own insecurities, and that I was failing in this scene. I just projected it all onto him. It got really mean.
Yeah.
And I love this guy, and you know, like a week later, I was like, I'm gonna be such a bitch to him, and I realized it, and I was just like, I'm so sorry.
That's a major thing to realize.
Yeah.
And it's like
so bad.
Yeah, but that's so huge. And that when you were coming in for projection, it made me wonder if you were projecting it on
Which
somebody
side
else.
I was on. I've been both sides.
Well, of course, but I
Yeah.
wondered if you were more. It would have been interesting to me if you felt like there was somebody that was always projecting, which I would have wondered, were you projecting?
No, I project.
Because usually when you're so, you know, clued into something
Yeah.
and it's a topic,
Yeah.
you ignore that you're announcing to everyone, I have this problem.
Oh, no, I project.
Yeah.
I project bad. Like my mom dated a lot. After she left my dad, she dated a lot. And my sister and I were in high school. And so now, when one of my friends is kind of being like a
You're out of
dickhead-
high school now, though.
I didn't
Both of you.
finish, but I'm no
Uh-huh.
longer attending.
Right. Okay.
When they're being kind of an idiot about a guy they're dating, it really, really bothers me. And I've only realized this past year, like, oh, I'm totally projecting my mom onto my friends.
Yeah.
And it's like, it should not be that big of a deal for me if my friend keeps going out with the same asshole.
Projection is it's so fascinating because there's so much you can see. There's so many windows that open
Well,
through
especially
projection.
like a parental thing, or if you have anyone in your close relation to or whatever that have like a problem with addiction of any sort, you instantly recognize that behavior in people and are immediately putting up the same guards you would around people that have been in your life.
Sure.
And that's something that even if you're aware of it, you go, I know I'm doing this.
It's totally not.
They're up.
Yeah.
That's what
It's because your brain like protected yourself by going, he sucks, he was wrong, and then your brain refigured itself out and analyzed its own decisions. Like, I was wrong.
But it's true, even with that information, it's still really hard to do anything about, but I can at least now be like, I can just at least say to my friend, like, I'm having a hard time with you going back out with this guy, and I don't think it's your behavior, I'm not judging you, but it's my deep-seated mom shit that I can't, but it's not, even being aware of it, it's hard to sort of get control of it.
And I think those are three different facets of projection.
Yeah.
Meaning, like the flight attendant is it's hard to in the moment know, was that her, was that me, and then the play person. That's almost more like after the fact. You can put it together like a math equation, or you solve it and go, oh, that was me. I figured it out.
Yeah.
You have like some closure there. The other ones that are more immediate, where like you see it coming. It's almost in the future, and then you get there, like Kyle was saying, like it's your brain going, all right, I'm putting all these things, engaging them. And you want to say to the person, I'm sorry I'm acting like this. I'm just seeing behavior that makes me do this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different aspects of projection.
Yeah, there's subtle ones. Like I think I subtly have like some projection issues because like I'll look at like a pattern of That's one way to find out if you look at a pattern of your life. Like, oh, I always have problems with this type of situation. And
It's just a
Or
recurring.
like the flowers. You like people do that in dating all the time. If you kind of
Kyle, just to fill you in, Kyle used to give flowers to girls and realized that that's not going to make them like him.
Yeah, I've raged at people who've handed me flowers.
Why?
Yeah,
What is
probably.
Is it that you sense a weakness in how they hand them to you? Like, what if you rode by on a motorcycle, threw them at you, like, see you Friday?
That would probably be
That's
the
how I
coolest
deliver
way.
flowers.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah.
That is ideal.
Hey!
why do you rage at people who give you flowers?
Well, no, not in general, but it's like it depends on the. Is this gonna
You're
hurt?
going really far away.
Yeah, where? I can't believe how
I don't live in the area. I don't live in the area.
Acoustics. Are we in a canyon? It still sounds like you're right here.
Always skidding to a stop wherever we are.
Red light, right?
Oh, it was just a red light. It was just a red light.
Yeah, she's going again. Yeah, red light. She's going again. Really loud.
Only car on the streets or motorcycle on the streets for miles
It's like the
around.
beginning of Vanilla Sky.
Yeah.
Vanilla
So
Sky.
anyway.
That really creeps me out.
Yeah.
Sorry,
that
it's
is
flowers.
exciting.
Take
Someone
someone
hands
hands
you.
you. No, get off this. Flowers. Someone hands you flowers. Why are you upset?
Oh, not somebody, but like I've gotten flowers where it's you can like it's whatever the person's intention was. If I believe
like I wanted to give you these. I thought it would make you happy for a second. Like that's sweet. But I've dated the guys where the guy, like, I could just see that he was just proud of himself. And I'm a guy that gets my girlfriend flowers.
Yeah.
I'm just, and I may have been projecting on that dude, but I think he was just.
I feel that
Yes.
way when I see guys that are walking with their baby in their baby pouch.
They're so happy with
They're
themselves.
like they're like, yeah, I'm the husband that does that, and look at me, and I'm
Yeah.
strolling. There's some weird
And they
thing.
still look at you like you still want to have sex with me.
There's
I'm
some-
taking my responsibility.
There's some body language where you can see somebody's authentically toddling their baby around.
Mine was worse. Though. I would give them to girls I didn't know. Like when I was like younger, like I didn't know how to talk to girls. Like
Okay.
I mean,
How
it
much
happened.
younger? Like
It was like a couple
3 months
years
ago?
It was like late 2009. No, but no, like in high
Like
school.
November of 2009.
I think my freshman year in college, I know I did. I like spent like the night in a sleeping bag with this girl. I didn't make a move on her.
Look
then I
at
gave
you.
her flowers, and I mean, it was like
I would have murdered
That's
you.
why, like, the new kid in the school
I
always.
would have murdered you.
Like, if you meet a
I was
kid,
just nervous. I was scared to.
if you meet someone that went to a bunch of different schools, they typically are pretty gregarious and like they learn how to chat with